I've recently had quite a few people ask me about public records laws in Arizona. Specifically, officers are contacting me because they're requesting their own personnel files, and their agencies are either taking a very long time to respond, are providing only heavily redacted versions of files, or sometimes both. This is against the law, and this video will tell you why and what you can do about it. I'm Steve Serbalik, and I'm a panel attorney for AsCops in Arizona. And this week's video will discuss Arizona's public records laws with a particular focus on how these laws impact police officers. As always, this video is not legal advice, and if you're from outside Arizona, know that state laws vary widely on the topic of public access to records. So, to start, let's take a look at the baseline law for public records access in Arizona. It's ARS Section 39-121, Inspection of Public Records, which says, quite simply, public records and other matters in the custody of any officer shall be open to inspection by any person at all times during office hours. This language is extremely broad, and the access that ordinary people have to records is also broad, but it's not unlimited. Despite the plain language of the statute, not all records are actually subject to immediate inspection, as there are some records that need to be redacted before they can be released. But redactions are not unlimited. In order for a public entity to redact or to withhold a record, they need to have a valid reason. For example, there are certain people that, by law, are not to have home addresses released, including law enforcement officers and victims of crimes. And there's also a catch-all provision where government entities can withhold certain information if they find that it's in the best interest of the state. But this provision is often overused by government entities. So let me get back to the example that I gave at the beginning. Agencies either not giving officers copies of their own personnel files or giving the officer a heavily redacted version of the file. This is likely against the law, and here's why. ARS Section 39-121.02 subsection A says, any person who has requested to examine or copy public records pursuant to this article and who has been denied access to or the right to copy such records may appeal the denial through a special action in the Superior Court. And subsection B says the court may award attorney's fees and other legal costs that are reasonably incurred in any action under this article, if the person seeking public records has substantially prevailed. Case law in Arizona makes it clear that agencies cannot overly redact information when responding to public records requests. Specifically, cases make it clear that agencies can redact personal information to protect the privacy interests of some individuals. But in the case of asking for your own personnel file, including materials that you yourself provided to your agency in applications or background packets, there isn't a privacy interest if you provided the information to your employer in the first place. And either way, remember the wording of the statute. You have the right to actually go in during office hours and inspect any public record that your agency has. So the key takeaway is this. Arizona has a very strong public records law. Agencies seeking to withhold information from disclosure have to prove that the redactions or withheld information are necessary to protect privacy interests. And if your agency refuses to timely provide information that exists as a public record, including in particular your own personnel file, they are very likely breaking the law. And you could sue them and get attorney's fees back if you prevail in Superior Court. If you have questions or comments related to public records access in Arizona, please leave them in the comment section down below. Like this video and subscribe to help out my channel. And feel free to share this video with others that you know that might find it helpful. I'm Steve Serbalik. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.